Hi, I'm astrologer Penny Dix, and welcome to yet another Astro Bite. And this one is for the 19th of August because we've got so many kind of interesting things going on at the moment. Now, I'm recording these on the 17th of August, so I've no idea what might have happened on the 18th. But today, the aspect that I want to talk about is the Sun trining Chiron. The Sun is still in Leo, and Chiron, our wounded healer, our centaur, is retrograde in Aries. Now, the reason I want to talk about this particular aspect is because we still have so much else going on that is an ongoing, continuous energy. Uranus trining Pluto. There are going to just continue over the next few weeks to be shock after shock. Maybe some of them are good. And if we look at it in our own lives, our individual lives, we could see things changing that have been stuck for a long time. We could really see some big changes coming along. We've still got a sextile between Mercury in Leo and Mars in Libra. Those two are still having a discussion together about who's right, who's wrong, how they should sort out the problems of the world, how they should manage what's happening in Ukraine or the Middle East. Let's throw it all in the pot. And we still have Uranus sextiling both Saturn and Neptune, and then Saturn and Neptune also sextiling Pluto. The dynamic energy we have around us at the moment, leading up to the new moon on Saturday the 23rd, is going to be very interesting to look back on, because if we don't see anything significant happen or change this week, I suggest there is something happening behind the scenes that we will become aware of beyond the new moon on Saturday. Because I don't think you can have this energy without something taking place. But let's look at the transit that I wanted to highlight today, which is Chiron, our centaur, our wonderful half-human, half-horse beast, who is a healer, who has a wound that never heals, who through his understanding and knowledge of the art of healing and the pain that comes through wounds and trauma, is able in some way, through this trine to the Sun in Leo, to bring some healing energy. Now, I'm wondering, and I don't know, and I don't have to be right, but bearing in mind this is coming after many of the world leaders collectively got together with the President of the United States in the White House yesterday, whether there is a chance for some healing to come from whatever got discussed or unfolded yesterday. I feel that probably what it's telling us is that all is not lost. The moon today is in Cancer. This is about the home. This is about the homeland. It's coming up to conjunct Jupiter a bit later today. And moon Jupiter is abundance, is luck, is opportunity. They're still loosely in conjunction with Venus. There is stuff about home and countries and homelands where healing can take place. I think the difficulty for everyone concerned is going to be and it's really weird recording this before the event takes place, but I'm just hoping that the danger of complying with the wishes of Russia is seen for what it is, as an invitation by Europe and the West to just walk in. So I'm just hoping that that isn't the case. Answers in the chat. I will know by the time this video is uploaded. Sun in Leo, trine Chiron retrograde in Aries. Healing, empowering. So this bodes well. You know, the Sun is about is about our health. It's our soul. It's the very core of our inner being, and because it's our heart. And it's the core and the center of our solar system. It's radiant. It's vitality. It's expressive. It's the core of our identity. This is about creative pride and a need for authenticity. And I think that that is what the majority of leaders, yesterday in the meeting that I have no idea what happened about it, I think they would be looking for an authentic solution to the current problem. So Chiron retrograde, the wounded healer. It's about working through themes of courage, individuality, but also being assertive. Retrogrades usually take us back to an old, in this case, wound. And if you think about it, the events happening on the world stage are very, what's the word? They remind us of what was probably happening in the world before World War II happened, or even World War I, where they were desperately trying to find ways to heal these open, sore wounds and finding a way to move beyond it. But of course, it broke down. And I think this is about the events of yesterday, I suspect, have taken all of them back to ages gone by, about independence, identity, boundaries, where the real cause of the problem comes from, which really lays at the feet of people that are no longer here. Because this is about the drawing up of boundaries that happened before a lot of us were born. And there's a sense of the need to be allowed to be authentic, to be oneself. Now, the problem is, if we get caught in the past, we can't find a solution for the present situation. We could all get up in arms and say, Rome, they invaded the whole of Europe and part of England. And Rome might get up and say, so the Italian president might get up and say, oh, I want England back. I want the whole of Europe back, because the days of the Roman Empire, it was all mine. We have to move with the times. And I think the president of Russia is trying to take Russia back to how it was in the Cold War, which is short-sighted and maybe yearning for something, the glory days that just cannot be there anymore. And I really feel they have to, well, I think we actually have to move on to a time in the world where we don't have to worry about boundaries. When are we going to get a universal humankind? Universal humans, where we can go and live where we want, work where we want, where we choose, universal currency? Surely that's the way forward. Seems like we're a million years from that, doesn't it? What about in your own lives? How might this aspect be affecting you? Sun trine Chiron. Are or have any wounds come up for you over the last few days, just days? Have any wounds come up for you? Are you looking to the past and wondering if you could have done things differently? This is about inner healing. So on a personal level, this is about, and this would apply to the world leaders. They have to look at their own personal wounds and egos and look at how they can heal them. You know, the astrobite I did yesterday was about being gaslit. Is there something about the energy of that took you back to an earlier time when you were gaslit, where you were diminished or silenced? And that now, with the sun shining with a trine onto Chiron, it's about reclaiming your right to shine and knowing that what you know about yourself, your true honesty with yourself, is true. We know who we really are. If we really sit down and think about it, we can own ourselves, warts and all, good bits and bad bits. You can create through this energy. You can create or be creative enough to lead others through the ability you have to heal yourself. You can inspire courage in others to just make a point in the present to say, enough, I'm not going to allow myself to be put down, gaslit, overlooked, debased, punished, abused. You can decide now to let that wonderful Leo sunlight shine down, and through the energy of Chiron, heal those inner traumas. This can happen just by saying, sun, heal me, change me. The sun has consciousness. Go outside today. Look at the sun. Well, not directly at it because you'll hurt your eyes, but, you know, look towards the sun and say, okay, show me what I need to do, how I can proceed to heal myself. Every cosmic body, the moon, the sun, the universe, every particle has consciousness. Ask it to help you. Because actually, the divine intelligence is in everything. And allow that energy to heal you through the sun in Leo, shining on the traumas that you carry within in that Chiron retrograde in Aries. Because your confidence, your self-confidence can align with your healing at this time. And you might find that someone appears in your life at this time, a mentor or a guide, or you are the mentor or guide who helps someone else who's struggling with their lack of self-belief, because you recognize where they are because you've lived through it yourself. This is great for just looking. Do you remember the mirror exercise? Looking at yourself and saying, you got this, girl, or you got this, man, or you know what? You're great. You're doing an excellent job. Keep it up. Do that. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself how well you're doing. Not at the cost of ignoring your faults. Just be honest with yourself and say, that wasn't very kind. I will strive to be better. I will strive to be my best self. So I've got a series of Sun in Leo trine Chiron in Aries affirmations. And one of these might resonate for you today to just carry with you. So there's 10 of them. So I'm just going to read them through. And then I'm just going to give you a couple of quotes about healing. So, my light is my medicine, and I shine without apology. I trust my perception. My inner fire guides me clearly. Every wound I have carried is now a source of strength. I am safe to express myself boldly and authentically. My courage heals me, and my healing inspires others. The truth of who I am cannot be dimmed or denied. I honor the scars of my past. They mark my resilience, not my weakness. Each time I stand tall, I reclaim my power. I speak with heart, and my words carry the strength of lived wisdom. And finally, I am the light that breaks through old shadows, free, radiant, and whole. So I just want to give you, they're good to reflect on. I just want to give you a few little quotes about healing. There's one here by Tori Amos, which is, healing takes courage. And we all have courage, even if we have to dig a little to find it. Stephen Levine said, to heal is to touch with love that which we previously touched with fear. Matsadota said, healing is an art. It takes time. It takes practice, and it takes love. There's another unknown here, which is, healing is the journey from the head to the heart. Unknown again. You don't have to have it all figured out to heal. You just need to take one gentle step at a time. And then this last one, I think you will know because it's quite a well-known one, but it still says it's from an unknown, so I don't know who did it. But anyway, healing is remembering who you are and letting go of who they told you to be. There we go. Some ponderances on healing. Take advantage of this wonderful Sun in Leo trine Chiron in Aries. Maybe a little bit of quiet reflection. Get out in the sun. Ask the sun to show you the way, to heal you, to heal all your wounds. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now. Bye.